Greetings, I am Lias.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together.
Yes!
Right, she draws a deep breath.
She draws a deep breath. Steely determination that I can no longer see because I just cut that bitch out, okay?
Right.
Glints behind her eyes. It's
Aye.
really weird to watch people's thoughts like run behind their eyes. It's really weird.
It
Or like their
reminds
emotional
me
states.
Of that dragon in Mr. Orochi in Okami.
What?
Because he had curses running through his eyes.
And you're like, woo, that's a little elaborate.
That's explicit, my dude.
Aye,
my
my
bro.
God.
All right. That is the investigation into the murder of my late husband, Count Lucio.
Aye.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
You know, our memories only go back so far.
Aye, it's true. My jaw drops. Did I hear her right?
Was there
Perhaps
a
I
murder?
heard her wrong. Her voice was so beautiful. It was like a peal of bells.
I wanted
on
to
the
listen to her
wind.
words, but I got distracted. The way you're looking at something glorious and you're going, I care what you're saying, but I can't focus.
Aye.
As I am sure you know, pardon.
Is that for some reason?
As I'm sure you know, Lantern starts smoking aggressively in the background, and you're just like, shit, something has shifted.
Hi. Oh shit.
Hold on.
Hang on. I gotta fix it. Smash. I got it.
Puts it out, shoves it with like sand, pours milk on it, puts it out, it's fine. And then uses a fan, smoke is gone.
Keep going. I'm listening. I swear.
Her,
It smells awful. Sprit. Now it smells wonderful.
As I am sure you know, his death remains unresolved after 3 long years. His killer, still at large. Oh shit, I only have 3 years of memory. Did I kill him?
Okay. Corazón. His fashion was probably terrible.
And also going 3 years ago, man, a lot must have happened back then. I lost my memory and started this job, and then he was killed, and the like other stuff happened too, I'm sure. But list off major events of like Astra like telling them about basically their world and stuff, where you give people major events to sort of ground themselves by.
Right.
And going, these things happened, that thing happened. Man, 3 years ago was a busy year. 2020 was a busy year.
Dang, it's like everything just happened in the very beginning. And then we had riots, and then we had this thing.
Anyway, still at large. And I am afraid rumor and hearsay has blocked my attempts to find the truth on my own. I'm not actually an investigator at all, and I don't even know what the profession of investigative work is, or what detectives are. They don't really exist in either of these cultures, but I've tried all that I know how to try. Now use magic. Deduction fails me. We need magic.
Aye. Sometimes magic is involved, so sometimes you need magic and a smart mind.
Excellent.
I've got
Sounds
both.
beautiful. Sounds lovely. Good. Excellent.
Radiant. Perfect.
Immediately starts complimenting you and how you look. Just looking at you. Perfect. Beautiful.
Somewhere, Corazón. I'm so happy I have that trinket sewed into the back of it.
So good.
Have everyone go notice me.
Notice me. And then the compliments galore.
And going like, yeah, but I deserve it.
It's this beautiful long necklace. That's one of those ones that goes down your back instead of on the front. Has this really glorious like pendant on it. And it just makes people be genuine with their compliments. But also if they have a compliment in their head, they have to spit it out. So they come up with, wow, that looks great, and they just say, you look amazing. And you're just like, thank you.
I know.
Basically, it's compulsory honesty to flatter me.
Astra, why did I ever get that one?
I thought it would
Because
be
you
so
like
good.
telling me that I'm attractive.
I thought it would be so much fun, and then it became so serious so quickly. I don't know. All right. Truth on my own.
She fixes me with a thoughtful gaze, as though my mere presence might reveal the answers that elude her.
She also
I
admires
can
me.
find it written in your sleeves, like dang.
Also going, she admires me aggressively, going, I really don't look like you did in my dreams. I was not prepared.
Told you.
When he lived, my husband was quite fond of revelry. His birthday masquerade was particularly notorious. A riotous revel for all in Vesuvia. That sounds like a strong segue. He was murdered. I need your help. He was fond of parties.
What I'm trying to do is exposit. I must have the exposit gem on.
Right, that's fine. You can exposit. You seem a little disorganized here. It's okay. You are distressed. I support you.
It's all right.
You know what? Here, drink this tea.
Have some tea.
I will
It will
save
make
you.
you more fabulous.
It will not make you more fabulous. You're amazing. But it will support you.
No, it will make you more fabulous.
It will. You'll be more fabulous. You know what? Everyone is more fabulous when they're more supported. They're on their A game.
It's true.
You seem like you're on your C game, and it is killer. So I want to see your A game.
I got that. I need to know.
I need the egg
Does
game.
the game go
so
higher?
hard.
The
Does
game
it?
has to go higher.
I gotta go higher. Man,
Gotta
I
go
want
much
it.
high.
All right, Vesuvia. But at the height of the last masquerade, he was murdered in his own bedchamber.
Oh, this is
I
kind
don't
of different for
want
sure.
to admit why he was in his bedchamber during the height of the masquerade, and we're not going to talk about how many people were in his bedchamber with him. That is a moot point, and I'm not jealous or bitter or unhappy about it. And why did I tell you that?
Oh, honey,
he was murdered. That is to say,
Oh,
he
honey,
was murdered.
did he cheat on you?
He might have.
That slut.
I don't really like to talk about it, honestly. It's somewhat between an irritating and a painful and a shaming subject. Somewhere between, yes, of course he would, that fool, and I really would have liked him to comport himself better for me, even if he didn't like me.
Honestly, we had an agreement. And then he sort of broke the agreement, which is more like why I bring this up and I'm a little bitter.
He is a whiny hoe. At least he was before he died. So
he's a Hawaiianer.
This is really explicit though. Like we didn't know how he died or necessarily anything. This is good. I like this right away. Yeah. This is nice. Also I'm going to hire you, and I'm actually going to bring you in for exactly what I'm hiring you for. Yeah. Or retaining you for, if you will. Because it's not the same as hiring. It's you're going to get room and board and spoiled out the ass.
Yep. So, honestly, a mood.
Yes.
I should be.
Consumed by flames. With his entire debaucherous crew. I think there was probably 40 or 50 bodies in there, and every one of them. I mean,
why are there no investigations then for those people?
None of them were important, and I hated every one of them.
Oh, is that why they were in there with him?
Yes. No, I mean, only scum would fuck my husband knowing that he was married to me and that we had an agreement. I wish that every one of his lovers had been in that chamber. I'm not bitter. I'm not vindictive.
Countess! I just need to know.
Yes?
Did you kill him?
I wish I had.
Was it beautiful?
It would have been. God, if I had done it at first, I'd have done it better and no one would have ever found the body. And it would have caused not a stir.
I kind of wondered, so I feel like in some ways they could have gone more with the Black Widow trope in relation to Nadia.
Where you suspect her really hard.
Yeah! Like that's actually kind of what I had suspected.
I wonder
if
on
going
her
to
roots
do
you
that.
do suspect her.
Oh.
Because we haven't played Nadia's route, and this is leading up to Nadia's route. That's
so this
the point
is actually
of
why we have a serious amount of ridiculous flirting going on.
Because the intention is that Corazón is going to romance Nadia.
Yes, that is kind of the point.
That's the goal.
That is the goal.
And
that's
honestly,
the end game here.
She's suddenly got so much more personality now that that's the point. Like, she was a lot flatter in our other playthrough.
She kind of was.
And this is, we knew nothing about her.
Yeah.
And this is so much more fun. I love this.
Yep.
All right. Or so it is said. Consumed by flames, or so it's said. The charred remains don't really indicate as to whether or not the sayings are true. And the ashes don't really demand it, but I believe it.
Unless basically it was a magical fire, is what you're saying. And then what was left was everything else, and then
or
the
it
object
wasn't
that
even a
needed to
fire.
burn.
He just basically turned to ash. He may not have been consumed by flames. It was just said that way.
Oh.
He just suddenly, everyone in that room, all of them boning each other aggressively in one of those beautiful artistic orgies, just turned to ash the way vampires do in the sun.
Yep. And then everything was still fine.
And then it was all beautiful, and this really
and you were like,
horrifying,
and snap.
This horrifying panoramic of death, and her going, I wish I didn't feel so good about all of this, but I do.
Oh.
Or so it is said.
Aye, so it is said.
By those who say it.
Aye, clearly, you've said it, and you've said it very well.
Thank you.
Nadia glances at the shop door, lowering her voice to a soft murmur. Oh, baby.
I now suspect that there is more to the story. A darker truth hidden beneath the surface.
But only after
not
3 years.
I say,
This is still a thing that has bothered me. And this is actually why we wanted to kind of do Nadia next, was because it still has taken her 3 years to do anything about this as
on the
far as
other
we can
hand,
tell.
what she said here, which we didn't get the impression of last time, is that she's been trying everything she can for 3 years and she's now at her wit's end.
I mean, she did kind of say that last time as far
But you're
as
also
I
going,
remember.
but I was like, I would be interested in knowing what else she has tried, what levels of avenue she has taken, and basically how proactive she's been able to be based on whatever challenges she's faced being a ruler alone.
That's fair.
And whether or not she's had 900,000 people show up to try and get her hand now that she's single going, Nadia, your husband has died. I would love to rule the kingdom with you, flinging themselves into her arms. I'm a hot twink and I will rule beside you as the count. Marry me.
I will do it.
I've already done that once. The answer is no. Drops them on the floor. No.
No.
Someone else. I am a rich sultan. I have many opulent
the
things.
most borough man. What's up,
I am
my
huge.
darling?
I am here for you. You say your stuff is better than mine. I disagree, and I will not be in competition with my husband again. Goodbye.
No,
but I was supposed to be better than yours so that I would give it to you, and then, no, you're too competitive, and you're also full of yourself. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I am the only one here that would be full of myself this time around. Ha! Ha! Turning down all these suitors, you get this brilliant queen from across the seas, just like 7 feet tall, iconic, elegant individual. I will bring you to the kingdom of ice. Marry me. I prefer it warm. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I need a little bit more toast than that.
My life, warm summer nights are my bag. Them, no.
Ew,
That is not what I expected.
No.
I will melt if I stay in your kingdom and be drippy and gross.
And eat
Ew. It's like a swamp. No, I prefer frozen landscape. Tundra better than swamp.
Awesome. Goodbye.
Bye. I love that.
No.
Okay. Beneath the surface. And I want all these suitors to go away. I'm irritated.
Goodbye.
Every one of them thinks they're so special with their kingdom and their titles and their heritage and their breeding and their magical powers. And you know what? I just screw them all, but over there,
I've had enough.
somebody else. I'm done with this. I will solve this problem and it will be done.
Was that your first husband?
Why, yes.
No wonder it was really bad.
Actually, it wasn't. I've killed 7 before him, and this one, someone else got to me first. I shouldn't have said that. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
He was my first husband. As far as anyone knows.
Corazón, you have some spice.
Yes, spicy.
Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. I hope a skilled magician might help me bring that truth to light. That you, looks you up and down, very, very approvingly, might help me.
I'm here for you.
For the good of Vesuvia as a whole. Then gets pensive, like I can't look at you anymore. I must focus. Focus on the problem at hand. And for my own peace of mind.
Yes.
I just want to pamper you so hard. God, I want to see you dressed and undressed at the same time. Shit, me. Why am I so horny? Not sleeping enough makes me way hornier. I'm sorry.
Honestly, it does.
But
you know what? It's okay.
It's okay. Happens to the best. You know what you do in the dark of the night when you're alone? Honestly, it makes sense.
It makes total sense.
It helps you sleep sometimes.
She sounds so confident, so certain of what she wants from me. I gotta tell you, though.
I am pretty certain.
And yet the sleeplessness in her eyes tells a different story. Shit,
Really?
I forgot the story, Jim.
It's really
God damn it, I'm
hard.
gonna sit here with the seam ripper sort of like tucked into my sleeve and having to slowly remove
all these decorations going. Normally it doesn't matter because I don't care about most customers and they can have their entire life written on their sleeve, pouring out of their eyes, painted on their face, and that's fine. It just
dripping
makes me
out of their clothes.
It just makes me serve them well as a customer, even though a lot of their lives are tragically sad. But you are the Countess. I cannot pry into your world. You are in charge of me and everything. I cannot lay you bare in front of me. How rude, improprietous. No.
Intense.
Not acceptable.
And yet the sleeplessness in her eyes tells a different story. Of course, Countess. Or, I'm not sure, Countess.
I think Corazón would be all on board.
Of course.
Countess?
Countess.
Can I say Countess?
What would you, can I call you Countess? Can I call you something else? Can I call you County?
Can I call you your worship? Can I call you your glory,
excellence,
your
your
splendor?
gloriousness, your splendorousness.
I don't know what any of those mean in this culture,
Your
but I feel like
sparklessness.
they sound good. Your elegance.
Your grace.
Yeah.
Even though your grace is actually for specifically a duke, so...
Again, very many of those basically honorifics are for specific positions.
I know, which I always think is really funny when everybody likes to use them and you just kind of sit there and go...
That's not that position at all.
At all, no.
Let me call the king, your grace. Excuse you?
I beg your pardon?
Your royal
what?
majesty, the highness of...
Aye.
Okay, that's how you address the pope. Shit.
Of course, Countess. She did seek me out in the dead of night. How could I turn her away?
Especially with that fearsome lantern outside, misleading customers, making them think we're still open.
Your brilliant light. Never fuck up ever
You know
again or I will murder you.
Aye.
But this was perfect.
But this was fine. This was good. You know what? Good job. And now don't do it again.
Ha.
Lamp, I've finally been validated. I will perfectly forever. Poof.
Wah!
You walk outside. Corazón walks outside. Turn off. Poof. I am at your service. You told me I was wonderful and perfect once. I love you forever.
Good.
Astra, I would turn on the lamp. Nothing happens. I would turn off the lamp. Nothing happens. Corazón, what is going on with the lamp? Corazón. Oh,
Corazón.
It only loves me.
Will you turn on for me?
Poof. Brilliant, beautiful, clear light. Hello.
You're welcome. Like leans
Astra.
back in. Astra, I'm blind for one.
Holy
Number
crap.
2, Faust
What was
giggling.
that?
Someone went,
I love this. Astra.
Ah!
Just, gently, because he's so elegant, over his eyes.
Oh.
Ow. Yes.
My
My.
eyes.
My. So obliging. I like that. It charms me. Are you always disagreeable, or only for me? Don't answer that. I want to know later. Don't answer that. I want to stay in my delusion that you are very appealing. All right.
All right.
I deeply appreciate it, Corazón.
Aye.
I love this idea of her just hand on chest near the heart going Corazón.
Constantly.
It's very charming. It appeals to me. All right. Come on, tap through.
Yeah. She regards me with a warm smile.
She looks like she's going to eat me.
Oh. And I'm going to let her.
Do you know your way to the palace?
I don't care if I do or don't. I will find it.
I
It will
follow
come to me.
the scent of you and your magnificence. I will listen for the sound of magnificence and go that
And
way.
then go that way. And be like, baby, yes.
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
No, I've never had reason to go.
But now I do.
The reason is strong.
Aye. Whew. I see. Then I shall arrange an escort for you. Now that's new. That's great.
Ah, that's great.
I love that one. One, we have confirmed that you're coming because in that
Yes.
I'll arrange an escort for you. We've sealed this deal. It's happening.
Right.
It's not an invite. And also I'll arrange an escort for you. You're going to have someone show you your way there. You're not going to go paddling out into the city going, what am I happening today? Do.
What am I doing?
Even if Corazón is like, no, I will hear you being fabulous in the distance and I will follow that. I just listened for the sound of magnificence and walked towards it.
Ah, it was wonderful.
It was glorious.
I just listened for the soft clatter of jewels and finery and just went to the only person who has that much fashion and fab. I know where to go.
The soft shoof of fabric, the tinkle of ornaments. I went, yes.
The ornamentalism is amazing. I
The
know.
soft plap of your sandaled feet. I loved it.
It was beautiful.
All right, an escort for you. Make your way to the marketplace tomorrow morning. They will meet you there. All right, that's very... Borgia. Oh, we get introduced her beforehand.
Nice.
Okay, this is great. This actually makes it way less mystifying and also makes her sound way more professional. One of the things we've been frustrated about with Nadia in the past, and one of the reasons we were irritated with her when the only route we've played is Julian's before, is that she sounds, based on how she's portrayed with no other context or awareness of her, because we really played this game completely blind.
Yep.
She sounds very incompetent and very disconnected from her role as Countess, from that she doesn't know basically formal proceedings like this.
Right.
And is extremely either casual or dismissive, which
very disconnected, or sort of just
extremely
sort of like, I'm
disconnected
just sort
of going,
here.
if I show up and talk to someone, I assume all of my attendants will basically handle it. I'm so disconnected from society that I'm going to be like, yes, do this thing, and I just know that it will get handled, but I have no connection to what that handling is because my servants take care of everything.
Right.
This makes her sound more competent, and I like that.
Yes.
Because it sounds like she's caring for what you need and is aware of what you need.
The Countess crosses to the front door, winding the shawl around her face.
Picks
she
up this
smacks herself in the
glorious-
face with the feathers, but it was amazing and glorious.
They are
that
wings,
is in their
though.
giant-ass wings.
These are whole-ass bird wings. I also love the idea that it's two entirely different birds because the wings are different sizes.
Right?
So we murdered 2 trophy birds for this one headdress.
Yep.
And also going this
Or,
idea...
you know, it was something they were going to eat and put on the table, and they were like, here, let's put this over here in this section. Because people reused a lot of stuff. I feel
Oh,
like,
yeah, all the time. Just
Oh, yeah.
because you killed a bird doesn't mean you didn't use the feathers, you didn't use the leather, you didn't whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it depends on what you're doing. Like, yeah, a lot of slaughterhouses now modernly do waste a huge amount of materials because of being economic and quick.
Right.
They're just trying to go as fast as possible. But in this case, like, you did have the, I need several bird wings for a headdress I'm making. You go to the local butcher and go, I just want whole-ass bird wings with the feathers on. And they go, sure.
Yeah,
and
why
then they
not?
put them aside for you. And that's kind of cool. Anyway, I love this idea that she just elegantly leans down, picks up her headdress that she threw off Anastasia style, and then just wraps and coils it around her head.
No, I'm
Just-
sorry. I put it on the desk for you. I
Oh, you
caught
did,
it.
right.
I caught
You caught it in the
and
air.
elegantly folded
She dropped it
it.
and flung it off, and you caught it in midair, and she went, oh, that's hot.
Aye, perfect.
And then she reaches over, like, as she's walking to the door, she just reaches over and picks it up as if she knew it was there the whole time, and then just winds it around her head as she's heading for the door.
Now she's knotting
Just
her hair
loops
slowly
all-
up perfectly.
Like, does one of those things where you reach under the neck and grabs all of this incredible amount of hair and twists it and wraps it in the scarf all in one huge movement.
And you're just like, damn.
You are
Brilliant. I
yes.
can't do that with my hair.
And she doesn't catch any of her rings on any of her hair at all. She's just like, I have got this. I still wonder how she fits that much hair in that scarf that way.
It still is kind of
I
weird.
still wish there was more body to the scarf itself.
Yes.
That would be great. She waits.
open the door. Or I will open the door. Are you kidding? I'm going to open the door fashionably.
I feel like Corazón would have been like, you don't even have to wait for the door. I see you putting on your scarf, and I'm already gently opening it for you.
I am here for it. You bet, my lady.
Right.
I nearly trip over my feet in haste. No, I don't. I am completely well coordinated and smooth, and I was already there waiting. I appreciate it. But you want to make me sound like a dingus, but I will not. Thank you.
I am contained. I know a glorious hot piece of amazing when I see it, and I will comport, and it will not intimidate me. It will inspire me.
Well, you know what? The Countess can smile faintly all she wants, because we will be back in the next one. Thank you very much, guys, then, for joining us. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi and our Patreon. We got some links in the description down below. Other than that, though, I have been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!